World Cup 2026 has brought us some incredibly entertaining clashes and countless emotions. But I bet you haven't watched every single match yet, which is understandable, considering you don't want to stay up all night. So in this video, I will go over 4 interesting facts and details of the World Cup that you may have missed. Sit back, and I hope you enjoy it. Number 1. Did you know that 25% of players at this World Cup were born outside the country of their national team? For context, back in 1978, this number was only around 2%, but due to the increase in global migration over many decades, more footballers are born abroad. Curacao, for example, has 25 players born in the Netherlands out of 26. The only one born domestically is Sahith Chong, and Morocco even fielded a starting 11 full of foreign-born players in their opener against Brazil. But have you ever wondered in which country most of the players were born? Joint 5th is Spain and Belgium, sharing 36 players each. Numero 4 is England at 49, many of whom used to play for Scotland or former British colonies. Bronze medal belongs to Germany at 50, who are distributed among teams like Turkey, Croatia and Bosnia. Silver medal goes to the Netherlands with 67 players, and finally at number 1 with 98 players, many of whom represent African countries, is France. This goes to show that while many footballers reside with the absolute juggernauts of world football, aiming to win prestigious silverware, others choose to represent their home countries where they truly belong, even if those teams are weaker and not title contenders. For them, it's not the trophies that matter, but rather the national spirit and patriotism that drives their passion. Number 2. This year's World Cup has been witnessing one of the hardest races for the Golden Boot in history. As of the quarterfinals, Lionel Messi is leading with 8 goals. Aged 39, El Boga has only improved with time and still has that hunger for glory despite already lifting the trophy 4 years ago in Qatar. Trailing right behind him are Kylian Mbappe and Erling Haaland, both on 7 goals. Whereas Mbappe is the talisman of an intimidating French attack, Haaland's output is equally impressive considering his Norway side isn't a traditional powerhouse unlike the Albiceleste or Le Bleu. Then you still got Harry Kane, who's tallied 6 goals for himself and is leading the line for England after already banging in 68 goals and assists for Bayern Munich. The success of these 4 players is no coincidence, as they are some of the most disciplined superstars of modern football. We still don't know who will grab the Golden Boot in the end, but the sheer damage these players inflict on opposition is the mere result of their developed mastery over many years. Number 3. Cherishing the community is a value that this tournament has expressed, as players, teams and fans show their true humanity. Look at how Ronaldo hugs former Real Madrid comrade Luka Modric following Croatia's elimination in the round of 32. In that moment, the two unks put their rivalry aside to comfort each other, especially to console a tearful Modric whose World Cup journey had ended forever. CR7 himself then also cried as he wore the jersey of Diogo Jota to tribute the former Liverpool forward who passed away exactly 1 year before the match in a car accident. On another hand, the Japan national team is renowned for leaving their dressing rooms spotless after each and every match, whether they win, draw or lose. Similarly, Japanese fans stay behind after the full-time whistle to clean up the stands, something they've been doing for many tournaments. All these examples prove that these individuals deeply care about the community that they travel and belong to, and regardless of racial differences, they come together to show support and make the World Cup a better event than they found it upon leaving. And number 4. So far, we've witnessed numerous giants get knocked out unexpectedly. Germany, for instance, fumbled to Paraguay following an intense penalty shootout, resulting in endless criticism from former players. The likes of Philipp Lahm, Toni Kroos and others claim that they could no longer see the fearsome Germany side that they once belonged to, and that they lack the mentality and discipline of former generations. German football as a whole hasn't been the same since the 2014 triumph, as the national team is yet to win a knockout game ever since that final against Argentina. Same thing could be said about Brazil, who haven't lifted the trophy since 2002. And interestingly, that final win against Germany was the last time the Seleção defeated a European opposition in a knockout game. This year's loss to Norway hurts just as much, as despite winning the World Cup 5 times, Brazil has never beaten the Vikings in the previous 4 meetings, and that round of 16 clash was no different. Well, at least these 2 countries can be relieved that they actually qualified for the World Cup, unlike Italy. A positive surprise, however, is Cabo Verde, an archipelagic country that you can't even see on some world maps. size 4,000 square kilometers, population of around 560,000 people, this is a definitive winner of the World Cup, but they punched far above their own weight, holding European champion Spain to a draw, before doing it again against Uruguay and Saudi Arabia to face world champions Argentina in the round of 32, where a 40-year-old Vozinha denied Lionel Messi 4 times, forcing the Albiceleste to extra time. Even in defeat, they earned everybody's respect. You may not see this country on the world map, yes, but you can feel the element of surprise that its national team has brought to the world stage, so take a bow for Cabo Verde. So those are 4 really interesting facts of World Cup 2026 that you probably didn't know if you only watched the games. This tournament certainly has a special place in our hearts, as every 4 years, we stay up all night to witness entertainment, have conversations and debates about the champions, and of course celebrate the diverse cultures gathering at the biggest football stage. It doesn't matter where you come from or which team you support, the World Cup is colorful, exciting and inclusive, and I hope we keep these values alive within the beautiful game. Thank you so much for making it this far, like and subscribe if you enjoy my content, and I'll see you next time.